Hey, what's up, and welcome to Hack My Growth. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how we can take a piece of regular blog content and use it for multiple purposes. All right, let's go. If this is your first time watching, or maybe you've been watching a while and haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so now. We would love to have you join our community. So we're going to be talking about how we can take a piece of content and use it over and over again in different forms. Content fuels our marketing, especially digital marketing. When it comes to expanding our reach and search or social media, we need great content to engage our users and followers. Now, a lot of times we can spend a bunch of energy and effort in creating a blog post or a piece of written content, and then we put it out there and don't really know what to do next. Well, the great thing about the internet is we've got multiple channels. We've got multiple ways that we can use that piece of content. So one thing I mapped out here, and this is something I like to do when I create a piece of content, or maybe an in-depth piece of content, and maybe I post it on my blog first. We've got this really nice piece of blog content. I also try to say, okay, how can I reuse this content? How can we take this story and tell it in a different way? So one of the ways that we're doing is right now is by video. Taking a piece of blog content that you've created, maybe a couple articles or a specific section of an article, and then creating a video around it is a great way to reuse and retell that part of your story. So another great piece of content is infographics. Not only are they visual, but they help you tell your story in a very succinct, specific kind of way. You don't have as much necessarily text, but you're able to tell your story through visuals and graphs and really engage somebody on a very concise and very consistent level. Another way is slide decks. This is another great way to tell your story, whether you've already got a slide deck built, or you can take again that blog post and start to map it out, break it down. Maybe you do a webinar with that, or maybe you put it on SlideShare, a place like that, where you can now amplify that content, share it across LinkedIn. Another piece is interactive content. So this is where we can build things like quizzes, or question and answers, and other types of interactive content. There's a lot of cool tools out there that you can find today, like Aweber is one of the ones that I've used quite a few times. Interact is another great tool, and this allows you to create content that people can engage with and act with. So this is a way that you can take a blog content and now repurpose it 4 different times, and you've got 4 specific, really unique pieces of content that can engage your users in different ways. Now, the next step is to go out and actually do it. So find those pieces of content that your users have engaged with. You can do this with Google Analytics or any other tool that you're using. Find out what they're reading the most, what they're looking at the most, and then start to brainstorm ways that you can maybe create a video or an infographic, maybe a slide deck, or another piece of interactive content to help your users engage at a deeper level, and also give your site some very well-written, targeted content. Because you've already put the time in once, you might as well take it and leverage it a couple more times. Hope you found this video helpful. If you got any questions, please comment below, and until next time, happy marketing.